You know what they always say? Keep your head up, it'll pass. Yeah, sure. Pass, huh? Like it's a storm you can just walk out of. But how do you walk out when the people who told you to be strong are the ones who laid the traps you're stuck in? Wanna know something real? Strength isn't for you. No, it's for them. It's the little act they love to watch, like a puppet show where you're supposed to smile, act fine, dance to their tune. But are you dancing? No. You're barely holding on. Here's the twist. You don't smile because you're okay. You smile because it throws them off. You take the weight, the pain, the chaos, and you wear it like armor. You smile because they don't own you. You smile because it's the one thing they'll never break. You know, people love to say, just smile, it'll get better. Ha, what a joke. How does it get better? Tell me how. When the same people who tell you to keep pushing are the ones who built the walls you keep slamming into. You want a secret? Smiling? It's not for you. Oh no, it's for them. It's like dangling a little shiny toy in front of their dull gray world, making them think you're fine, making them think you're their puppet, dancing to their twisted tune. But you're not dancing, are you? No, you're barely standing. See, that's where the fun starts. Smiling isn't about being okay, it's about owning the pain. You take it, you make it yours. You smile because it's the last thing they expect. They push, but you smile anyway. The world? It loves to dress up its cruelty, hide it behind big smiles and empty promises. Just hang in there, they say. Yeah, right. They'll tell you to keep climbing while they grease the rungs of your ladder. And you'll slip, you'll fall, and they'll laugh. Oh, they'll pretend they don't, but you'll see it in their eyes, in the corners of their smirks. But here's the thing about falling. It teaches you how to land. Most people, they're too scared to hit the ground. They flail, they scream, they cling to anything close. But not you. No, you're different. You've hit that ground more times than you can count, haven't you? And every single time, you got back up. Even when your legs felt like jelly and your head was spinning. That's why you're still here. That's why you're still breathing. You know what they hate the most? Survivors. Oh, they can't stand us because we remind them of what they'll never be. They want you broken, kid. They want you crawling, begging, so they can feel big, important, so they can look down and say, see, I'm not as messed up as him. But you've got a chance to shove it right back in their faces. Smile at them. Not because you're okay, but because it terrifies them. A smile says, you threw your worst at me and I'm still standing. It says, is that all you've got? And let me tell you, they hate that. They'll try harder, push more buttons, dig deeper. But every time you grin, every time you refuse to give them the satisfaction of seeing you be, smile because it confuses them. Smile because it reminds them that they'll never have what you have. And when they ask how you're still standing, how you're still fighting, you look them in the eye and say, because you didn't break me, and you never will. And that, my friend, is how you win. Not by avoiding the pain, but by embracing it, by owning it, by letting it be the thing that sets you free. The Joker's laughter fades, replaced by a heavy silence. He stands still, his head slightly tilted, weighing his next words carefully. Then he speaks again, his voice low and deliberate, each word hitting like a hammer. You know, pain has a funny way of sorting people out. It's like a magnifying glass. It shows you who you really are. Some people, they break. They crumble into dust. Cry for someone to come and pick up the pieces. But you don't get that luxury. You've got to pick yourself up. And you don't just piece yourself back together. You forge something new, something sharper, something stronger. He takes a step closer, his gaze boring into the person in front of him. Because that's the difference between people like you and people like them. They want to avoid pain, pretend it doesn't exist, drown in distractions, money, power, fake smiles, fake lives. But you face it. You let it carve you into something unrecognizable, and that scares the hell out of them. They're scared of people who don't play by the rules, who don't fold under pressure. You think they want you to succeed? No. They want you to stay right where you are, beneath them, beneath their control. He pauses. His voice turns colder, harsher. But here's the thing. They don't get a say in what you become. They don't get to decide how your story ends. That's your job. He stops pacing, his movements sharp, almost agitated. And here's another thing they don't tell you about pain. It doesn't just show you who you are, it shows you who they are. The ones who stood by you, the ones who kicked you when you were down. Pain makes it all crystal clear. And once you see the truth, you can't unsee it. He stops abruptly, pointing a gloved finger toward the person. But don't you dare let that truth make you bitter. Oh no, bitterness is for losers. It's for the ones who let the world win. He grins darkly. You kid, you're going to do something different. You're gonna take all that hurt, all that anger, and you're gonna channel it into something they can't ignore. You're gonna build yourself so big, so unshakable, that they'll have no choice but to watch you rise. You're still standing, and that's your power. Not strength, not talent, not luck. Resilience, the ability to keep going when every part of you wants to stop, to stand tall when the world is screaming at you to kneel. That's what they can't take away. That's what makes you dangerous. So let them hate you, let them fear you, let them throw everything they've got at you. Because every time you get back up, every time you smile in the face of their cruelty, you win. And that's what this is about, isn't it? Winning, not by their rules, not by their standards, but by your own. They'll never understand what it's like to be you. To wake up every day and fight a battle no one else can see. To carry a weight no one else can feel. And that's okay. They don't need to understand. They're not your audience. You're not performing for them. You're living for you. And when they try to tear you down again, and they will, you don't fight back with their weapons. You fight back with you, your strength, your resilience, your refusal to break. You become the thing they can't defeat. And when they ask how you did it, how you survived, how you thrived, you tell them this. I took the pain you gave me and I turned it into power. I took the hate you threw at me and I turned it into fuel. I took your doubt, your scorn, your cruelty, and I turned it into me. The real me. The one you couldn't break.